matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Bulls of Chicago. I'm Brandon Gunn. He's Charles Davis. Full disclosure, we both have mittens. We both have coats on up here in the booth. This one, it's going to be interesting.
I've got the long johns, the socks, the boots, you name it. You know me in cold weather, we don't get along all that well. But these games are always interesting because you never know how it's going to play out. One slip, someone's going for 80 yards, and you could lose a game.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys... Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. But the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. The numbers for Jones last week, 19 carries, 96 yards.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there. But they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Elam. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its... And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bulls offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. Underneath route to Morgan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 38-yard line.
Walker now. On the catch, it's Crowder. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Walker. Throw complete to the tight end, Morgan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their team going on a corner route to make a big play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They go back to the ground with Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. Again, it's Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Walker. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This a 43-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will be a Bears first down as he gets it up past the 35.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Brandon, you know, we talked about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Reddick sets to pass it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
13 yards. First down, Bears.
They'll try the left side. Elam. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Reddick sets to throw it. Looking deep downfield. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bulls offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and
now Walker. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Walker. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Walker. Underneath route to Morgan. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Walker. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bears.
From the shotgun, it's Walker. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Bears' 7-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me... Can't get away, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a gain of 7.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play. And the Bears first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Reddick to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 4. Here's Reddick. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bears.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Reddick. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Reddick. He finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
13-yard line.
Now back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
23-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our tour around the NFL starts now with a tough matchup in the NFC. And it's the Panthers quarterback just picking apart the defense, one of 5 touchdown passes for him on the night. The Panthers win this one by 11. From there, we check out another big late-season game, playoff implications here. And here's the home team's running back. He's going to take this one in, and he's now into double figures, his 10th touchdown on the year. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots with a 7-3 lead, and that game's gone to the half. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Cowboys. And it's the Jaguars quarterback. He's got a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, including this one. The Jags on top in this one at halftime. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we get you back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Oh, good move. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. But Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Off the fake, here's Clifford. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
at the 46-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Clifford setting up play action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morgan. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Clifford. Now he'll tuck this and run. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun is Jones. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
At the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now he's going to hold the ball. It's out. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elam will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
Clifford working from the gun. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you have extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bears now ready to take over again. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use kind of worked for us during this game. Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the Bears first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Reddick. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Clifford. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Airing one out for Crowder. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, they're going to get a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Chicago.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Bears.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Elam able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Elam. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Elam. He'll get this down to the 48-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle they go. Elam. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, 2:11 to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Clifford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Clifford. And that one off the mark behind it. Complete. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Clifford out of the shotgun. He'll try and do this himself. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's good. For a 1st down.
On the delay, Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled.
Here's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Clifford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Clifford to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. And managed to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Back to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 16. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
A gain of 4. It's now second and
He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. Clifford, they're going for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
in the end zone. It's a turnover on down.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no